Hey guys, so we kind of went nuts on this bike. It wouldn't come apart no matter what I did here. I got the cranks off though, but the normal ways just wasn't working. We were trying to hammer this axle out, and it just wasn't coming out. I don't know if that has to do with this wear over here, or if that was from the hammering, because we went with the sledgehammer. We gave up on the hammer, and even with the sledgehammer it wasn't coming out. We were just bending bolts, hitting it as hard as we could. We were holding these bolts with vice grips, and we were hitting the 4-pound sledgehammer as hard as we could, and it still wasn't removing either of the cranks, especially this one here we were trying to take apart. We had the bushing in there, kind of like that, and we would hit the bolt as hard as we could into the axle. And I even tried like this heavy pin here. It was actually eating into the pin. Like, here's our other punch. It's totally mushroomed. It wasn't this bad when we started, so nothing was really working. So the last resort here is is the usual method, is just to hit it on the side, on the inside of the crank with like a hammer. So I just went straight to the sledgehammer because this thing was so seized. I've never seen anything like it. So I did destroy this thing. It's all bent because I hit the chain rings on purpose. I was trying to get to the bottom, then to this side I would hit it here, then there. So I just wanted to take it apart. But the first one that came off was actually that one. I was holding that one with my hand and hitting the drive side, and that one actually came off in my hand as I hit that one. So then I was left with this one. That was the only one left. So I just took the sledge and was holding the bike by the frame and just whacking it as hard as I could while this side is all removed. So that's the last resort. I'm not sure if this thing is still going to be okay on the inside. We're going to check that out. I still have the race in there, so I'm going to take that out. But yeah, this is like the last resort. Like that's just a cap. So this bike is not in that good condition to begin with. It's I noticed like the wheel didn't seem to be in line with the frame. So I don't know if it's just the suspension design is so bad that there's too much play in the rear wheel. So this was just like a I'm just gonna demonstrate. I'm gonna make a video how to adjust your crank, and so that's why I needed to take this apart. But that's the last resort, is to hit with a hammer at this end from the inside. So the vibration. I tried some WD-40 too. I put some, but the vibration will eventually knock that off the axle. It could take a while though, but you can see the axle. I don't know if I did all this damage, or if that was just from wear and tear from riding, because this axle, you can see there's no damage from me hammering this with a sledgehammer. This is the only damage. If you can see, there's almost like, that's where I would hit it, like for example with this thing. So this thing was mushrooming because this thing's much harder. So there's no damage from hammering this with a sledgehammer. You know, it could be this is just wear from the bearings. I'm not sure if that's from hammering though. I've never seen anything like this. So I'm gonna assume that's from just riding the bike, grinding on having not enough grease, having sand in there. So this is the last resort. That's you can watch my other video how to take it apart the proper way if you don't have tools, and you just sort of hammer the axle. But in this case, it wasn't working. So, okay, guys, thanks for watching.